Hi, I am Shavannia Williams. This is Hills and Helmets, where we break down sports to help ladies get in the game of business and win. I am sorry that I am not in my studio today. However, it is a cold, wet evening in Washington, D.C. I was just bundled up in my favorite throw, of course, waiting for the College Football Playoff Committee to announce this week's rankings, and I thought that I would just get out a quick video to you all before they made that announcement. So let's get straight to the numbers, and then we'll follow up with sports at work. So the first number is 3. The NFL season is officially at its halfway point. There are 3 teams that remain undefeated. They are the Carolina Panthers, the Cincinnati Bengals, and the New England Patriots. I think that all 3 of those teams will improve their records to 9-0 this weekend. Their opponents have a combined total win of 10. Now, the Patriots may struggle a little bit against the New York Giants. It seems like no matter what, Eli Manning finds a way to beat the Patriots. This happened in the 2008 Super Bowl. The New England Patriots went the entire regular season without one loss, but they ended up losing to the Giants in the Super Bowl. So it's going to be a tough match. I think something crazy will happen, but I do not think that the Patriots are going to lose. My next number is 35. That is the number that small forward Kevin Durant wears. He plays for the Oklahoma City Thunder, and in just a few moments, the Thunder will tip off against the Washington Wizards right here in Washington, D.C. KD is a hometown boy. He grew up right down the street from Verizon Center and will become a free agent next season. So, of course, lots of fans would love to see him return home and play for the Washington Wizards next year. So much, in fact, that last year when the Thunder played the Wizards, they had signs in Wizards colors saying KD and DC 2016. They also had Wizards jerseys with Kevin's number on it. I think that the jerseys were a little too much because he is playing for a different team right now. But campaigning for him to come here, I do not have a problem with it at all. Now, some people disagree with me. Even KD said that it made him uncomfortable and he thought it was disrespectful to current Wizards players. Bradley Beal, who was a guard on the Wizards team, said the same thing. He believes that it's disrespectful and fans should be cheering for current Wizards players, not KD. Well, I disagree with that because these fans are not cheering for KD, they are campaigning for KD, which is a huge difference. They are not booing Bill and cheering for KD. Bill is a guard, so it's not like he's going to be replaced by KD anyway. KD could only compliment him. So I think that Bill should join fans and actually campaign for KD to make Washington, D.C. his home once again. My third and final number this week is 14. It seemed to be a theme in college football this past weekend. See Ohio State beat Minnesota by 14 points. Alabama beat LSU by 14 points. And Michigan State lost to an unranked team, Nebraska, 39-38, and dropped in the polls all the way down to number 14. Boy, the Big Ten West is going to be really interesting to watch this last month because with Michigan State losing and the fact that they still have Ohio State on their schedule, Michigan could still end up in the Big Ten championship. Boy, oh boy, that is really going to make some Spartans upset, huh? We'll just have to wait to see what happens, what the numbers say, because as you all know, I believe numbers do not lie. It's going to be good. So let's move on to sports at work. I was really moved and impressed by the young men on the University of Missouri's football team who joined the protest to remove their president from the university. Students had been protesting the inaction of the university regarding racial tension on their campus. And last Saturday, several members of the football team joined that movement. And yesterday, Tim Wolf, the former president of the University of Missouri, resigned. Those young men showed courage and commitment. They were selfless in their behavior because it was not just about students who already have privilege. They took a stand so that all students at the University of Missouri could study in a safe place. They are to be commended. One young man said after Mr. Wolf resigned that he hopes all student athletes and professional athletes see the power that they have. I agree with him. Sports definitely has the power to change. But I think that professional athletes already know this. They use it, but they use it on Madison Avenue. They use their power to increase sales for liquor companies, for jewelry companies, for cars, for phones. Surely they are aware of the influence that they have. I hope that they will follow these young men and start to use that influence to change people's hearts and minds and really have a positive impact. So, college football playoffs will be announcing this week's rankings in just a few moments now. Since Alabama did beat LSU, I will not be surprised at all if they were number one. Yes, Clemson won. Yes, Ohio State won. But the college football world seems to have this affinity with the SEC and a strong love affair with Alabama. So I would not be surprised again if they are number one. But I definitely think that they are going to land at number two. They were number 4 and they beat LSU, who was number 2. Ohio State was number 3, and I think that they are going to move up to the number 2 spot because they beat a higher ranked opponent than Ohio State played. In fact, Ohio State didn't play a ranked opponent. So that's it for this week. I will see you on next week, right before college football playoff rankings are announced again. Have a great week, and thank you for watching. This is Heels and Helmets. Game on.